Thank you so much for joining us on Facebook Live this morning. My name is Danielle Moore, and I'm one of the Parent and Family Support Specialists. I'm here with the Urban League of Madison, and I will let my partner introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Veronica Castillo. I am also a Parent Support Coordinator for Urban League of Greater Madison. Thank you for joining us.
Awesome. So this morning we're going to talk about advocating for your scholar and how you can also start the discussion with your scholars about advocating for themselves. So what is advocacy? You can really think about advocacy in two basic ways. The first being speaking for or in support of another person, place, or thing. So this is where you're just seeing something wrong occurring or an injustice, and you want to speak in either for yourself, in support of something, an issue, just really using your voice to speak against something that is not right in this world. Another way that you can think about advocacy is taking some action to make change. So that could be advocating through going to a protest or making a financial donation in support of an organization that is doing more of the speaking in support of, and just using those actions to show that you want those wrongs to be changed. One important thing to remember when thinking about your scholars and advocacy, especially in the world of education, you are the first and best advocate for your scholar as a parent or family member. You know all of those special little things about your scholar outside of the school building that are really important for when your scholar is inside of school. So it's always good to remember that you have that special knowledge about your scholars in order to be that advocate for them and really speaking towards what they need and how you can best support them.
Okay, so when you're thinking about advocating for your scholar at a school level, so this is just specifically for Madison Metropolitan School District, but it does kind of encompass any school district. So if you're thinking about advocating for your student, either if it's in coordination with maybe a bullying situation, teacher concern, student concern, emotional concern, any concern that you have that you feel is a need to advocate for your student, at a school level, you would touch base with your school homeroom teacher. If you feel like you need a little bit more support, what I would always suggest is not only reach out to your homeroom school teacher, but your social worker and also your principal. They kind of work as a triangle, as a trifecta team. So contacting all of them would be great, depending on what your situation is. But always remember to always start with your homeroom teacher, unless you feel you need someone else differently. Other than that, if it's at the school level and you feel like it's above a school level or feel like you need more support, never be shy to ask for help or ask questions. So I've put down here the people in the departments through MMSD that you can always reach out to support you. The enrollment office can help you with any enrollment questions when it comes to where your students should go, what school, any transfer questions, but they can also point you to other people within the organization who can also support you in the issue that you need. We also have legal services. Now, this is kind of the big one. Legal services covers everything that I would need a lawyer with MMSD. So this is kind of top at the top. So you can always reach out to legal services. Eric Kingston is actually a affirmative action officer and Title IX investigator. So he would be your point of contact first and foremost. So always, if you're in a school district, look for affirmative action officer or legal services within your school district to see if they can support you in that way. Also look to see if your school district has any social workers or district social workers that can also support you in any way that you need. And also some school districts, but not all school districts, have family youth and engagement departments. And these departments are very focused on our BIPOC community, making sure they get what they need, making sure they get the information they need. And they also hold workshops in all their ways of how you can advocate for your student, but also empower yourself as a parent. And last but not least, the last person you can reach out to is Dr. Jenkins, currently the superintendent of MMSD. You can always reach out to his office, try to schedule an appointment. He also has other people within his administration that could also support you at either elementary, junior ed, or high school level. So those are all the different departments you can reach out to advocate for your student. All the phone numbers are there. Sometimes phone numbers are directly to the receptionist. So if you do have a problem, please remember to stay calm, explain your situation, and the receptionist will definitely try to get you an appointment. So just look for these, and if you do have any further questions, we would be happy to help.
Wonderful. So advocacy seems like this kind of really complicated idea and concept, but we can really kind of simplify it down, so much so that we can use this wonderful picture book to think about advocacy in different ways.
Hi, this is Peter Reynolds, and
we will pause and let it load and then get it started.
Hi, this is Peter Reynolds, and I am in my studio in Dedham, Massachusetts, not too far from Boston, and I wanted to reach out and read together with you. So let's get started. I am going to choose a book. It's not going to be The Dot, although you might know The Dot. And it won't be The Word Collector, but I wanted you to know that I love words. I love words. And it's not going to be You, which is my latest book, Be You. This is about how amazing human beings can be, right? We can be so many things, like being a reader, right? And being generous and sharing your stories with those around you. But today I wanted to say something. Where is it? There it is. Say something. The world needs your voice. Yes, yours. So hopefully this book will inspire you to share what you're thinking and feeling, what you're dreaming. The world needs your voice. Mine? Yes, yours. Go ahead, it doesn't need to be perfect, as long as it's from your heart. And you don't have to be loud, right? Powerful words can be a whisper. You could say something in so many ways. You certainly can use words. You can use action and creativity. If you see someone lonely, what do you think you could do? Right? You can make them unlonely, right? By sitting with them. You could say something by just being there with them. If you see an empty canvas, say something with your brush, right? That's what I love to do. I'm an artist, so I have my brush handy, so I like to say something with color. If you see an empty lot, say something by planting a seed and watching it grow. If you see someone being hurt, like this boy right here, say something by being brave. Hey, stop. Be nice to that kid. Let that kid go. Hey, kid, come with me. Right? We'll plant a garden together. If you see something beautiful, you could say something with a poem. Painted meadow splashed with rainbows. If you have a brilliant idea, say something with confidence. Eureka! Scientists love saying eureka. It's one of their favorite words. If you want to show the world who you are, say something with style. Ta-da! And she's wearing her peace shirt. She's got a little button that says push forward. And she's a pretty creative, snappy dresser, don't you think? I think you can tell she's a pretty creative person. If you are angry, say something to help people understand. And this boy says, you made me feel invisible. And that really hurt. And this boy says, I'm really sorry. I didn't even see you standing there. Hang out with me. Maybe we could make some comic books or something together. If you see an injustice, say something peacefully. No more hurting people. Inspire others to do the same, right? There are lots of different ways, right? Can you see that? There are lots of different ways of saying love and peace. Sometimes you'll say something and nobody will be listening, but keep saying what's in your heart, and you will find somebody who listens. And see that little girl? She finally finds a little bird, one little bird, to listen to her words. Now, keep saying it. Right? That's the trick, right? Keep saying it. Never stop. Keep saying it. You may be surprised to find the whole world listening. Check this out. Look at all those. Look at all those birds listening to what this girl has to say. If you are grateful for being alive, quietly say something to the stars, to the universe. Thank you. There she is atop the mountain, saying thank you. Some people find it easier to say something than others, right? Some people think it and some people say it, but everybody has something to say, even that little bird. So when you're ready, you can help me with this one, okay? So when you're ready, say something. Your voice can inspire, heal, and transform. Your voice can change the world. Are you ready to say something? Peter Hamilton Reynolds, and that is me. And this page is for you. The last page is for you to say something. Of course, if you own the book, you can write in it. If it's a library book or a school book, you can make a copy of that page. I give you my permission, and you can fill it with what you are thinking, what you're feeling, and what you're dreaming. So share that with the world. Make this world a better place. Use kind words, kind actions, and your creativity. Make this world a more colorful place. And please consider me a friend on the journey. Anytime you want to reach out and hang out with me, right? You just have to open up one of my books, and I will be there with you. So let's keep reading together, everybody. Share positive stories and be kind to each other, and we are going to change the world, make it a better place.
Wonderful. So you can even use this book with your own scholars, no matter how old they are. Picture books are a great tool to use at any age. So we just kind of came up with a few questions that can help you start a conversation with your scholars about advocacy and how they can advocate for themselves, teaching them how they can advocate for others as well. So from this book, you can ask them, what were some ways that you saw the different characters advocating? So you can see through the book, there's lots of different ways that you can use your voice and demonstrate how you feel about certain things. It doesn't always necessarily have to be, using your big voice, but it can be in many different forms. And then you can ask your scholar, how do you like to express your voice? So just exploring the different ways that they like to demonstrate what they're thinking and feeling, and how they feel that they can, kind of speak up for others, even if it's not with their vocal voice. You can then ask them, why does the world need your voice? So kind of digging deeper into the important aspects that we all bring as an individual into the collective world. The world needs all of our voices together. So really just talking with them about the different things that they're passionate about and how they can use that to make this world a better place. And then you can even think further and dig deeper into thinking about maybe your own experiences or your scholars' experiences, and ask them to think about a time that they spoke up for themselves or someone else. And if they can't think of a time that occurred, they could think about a time where they saw someone else doing it, and then just think about how that made them feel. So exploring deeper into Maybe it was really nerve-wracking the first time that you spoke up for yourself or someone else, but then examining how afterwards that, really changed your feelings as well. So that first time might be nerve-wracking, but it really can be an empowering experience to use your voice. So that's what we have for you this morning on advocating for your scholar. Obviously, this is a much more complicated topic, and we could have further discussion about it. And if you have any other questions or specific situations that you want to discuss with us, we are available for drop-in office hours at the times listed here. You can join using the link there, or if you go to our Facebook page or our resource library website, there is a call-in number that you can also use. And always feel free to reach out to us via email, Facebook message, the phone number listed there. We are here to support you in whatever you need to make sure that your scholar is getting the best educational experience that they can, and that you are supported as being their parent, their trusted adults in their life, or a family member. Anything else to add, Veronica?
No, thank you, Danielle, for this great presentation. The only thing I would add is we are in the Madison metropolitan area, so we can support in advocating for your scholar within the Madison area. We can also help you if you have questions for other school districts, like mentioned before, surrounding Madison. If there's questions or concerns on how to advocate for your student within those school districts, we'd also be happy to help. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, and we hope that you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Bye.